Hey guys, I created my wiki page for a science lesson on solar system or for the unit on solar system for my class. We in second grade teach Earth, the moon, solar system, and different facts associated with their solar system, including the planets that align with the Common Core. So I thought, you know what, it's interesting. The kids love that. I can embed a lot of videos on some more difficult concept vocabulary words such as rotate and revolve and orbit. Sometimes sometimes my second graders have difficulty with those terms, so I thought it'd be neat to create a wiki page. I can use this as a lesson. I can have them point to that so they can go home and study and use it. And I even created a study guide as one of my downloadable documents that they can use for a test next year. So this would be the landing page. I created Mr. Senna's class, and this is our adventures through space. So what I can do in time, I can add on to different spaces. But what I've done originally, or initially, is I have created two lessons, lesson 1, lesson 2. First lesson is about our Earth, Moon, and our solar system. So kind of gives a little explanation what we're going to do, and we're going to be learning about the Earth and the Moon within our solar system and examining some of the things that we're going to be studying. I like visuals, so I like to embed pictures as much as I can, so I have a picture here. And then I like to at least talk about prior before we actually get into our learning. I like to discuss what conclusions and what questions we might be able to answer. We like to call them here in Georgia essential questions, basically questions that will determine our learning and what our outcomes will be. So I have a couple here that I listed. How long does it take the Earth to rotate and revolve around the Sun? So they should be able to identify those questions and elaborate on that. Explain the difference between rotation and revolve. So not only are they going to be able to identify how long, they're going to be able to explain the difference. Describe how we can see the moon. I want them to elaborate and use that deeper level thinking, not just simply tell me if you can see the moon at night or can you see the moon at day, but describe how we see the moon. That way it gets into a little deeper level thinking. And then give 2 examples on why the Earth's season changes. So I also created a Prezi that goes along with that. What I really like about wiki spaces is that it's easy to embed video. So this Prezi that I have, when I clicked it, I had the option to either have it open it up within the page or in a different page. This one is obviously opening it up within the page, which I really like. So you see that's my first slide. It goes into a BBC about Earth. Really like that. Gives a lot of kind of grounds our learning. Let's talk about the Earth first and then we can explore. So a great one. If you haven't seen that, it's absolutely awesome. I would recommend it. Move on. How would you describe our planet Earth? And for example, on this particular one, how long does it take to rotate one time? I embedded a YouTube clip in Prezi, which I embedded in this wiki spaces and showed this so the students can see what that might look like. I am very visual and I like to see those things. How long does it take for the Earth to travel around the Sun? Kind of gives us a visual, and we can discuss the length that it takes. This is Bill Nye the Science Guy video. And what we're going to do is talk about those 3: the tilt of the Earth, the amount of sunlight a place gets, the Earth moving around, basically what causes those seasons change. And I'm going to go through this quickly because it will go fast. So students can then watch that clip. And then we discussed just briefly about the moon, craters that are effective on the moon, what does the moon orbit? Obviously, we want to discuss how the moon orbits the Earth as the Earth orbits the sun, and the how it all works together within the solar system. And then how craters are made. So I found this great video on how craters are made. It's a super slow-mo of water droplets, so students can actually see how craters are actually made. You can identify it with this visual. And then how we're able to see the moon, reflection, and then it kind of rotates to the end. So anyway, that gives you a brief example of what lesson 1 might look like after viewing it. Lesson 2 is about the planets in our solar system and the order that it takes. So discuss what we're going to be doing, have a nice visual of a picture of the solar system and the planets within the solar system. I like to have my outcomes, so I have explain how the solar system gets its light and heat, describe the order of the planets, and then I have another Prezi. I won't click in here, but you can go to my wiki page and explore. At the end of it, I have a study guide for my students, so they can come in, they can download my study guide and see the details. So let me click on it so you might be able to see what information would be on there. And there we are. This is your study guide. They can get a little bit more information, see the planets, and that would be the study guide on the second lesson. So it talks about the inner planets, the outer planets, the order of the planets, and typically that's what we assess them on. So I hope you enjoyed my wiki. I invited Dr. Moody and 2 other students to my wiki as part of their criteria for this. Really enjoyed it. I really like how easy and user-friendly it is. I like how you can hide certain things at certain times. I really like that. I think that's really cool. And again, I think it's a great tool. I plan on using a lot more wikis in my future classes going forward.